Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Saturday and today is Corvette delivery day. My customer is coming to pick up his 1LT torch red Corvette convertible. Obviously it's a C8, we all know all about it. It's a mid-engine, it's a fantastic car. It's actually his second one. Like I mentioned in a previous video, he's putting himself on a cycle, right? So he's buying one every year, and I just realized the gate's not open yet, so I can't even get out. I'm currently locked in the back. I don't have my phone on me, so I can't call into the shop, but that's okay, because I am somewhat of the athletic type. Here's the gate key. Thank you, sir. I'm sure most of you probably saw that leaked information about the C8 E-Ray. I'm really excited about that vehicle. If it's true that it's going to be rear gas engine, front electric drive with you know, a plug-in electric, kind of like a Chevy Volt was. If it has one pedal driving, if it has region on demand, combined with an exhaust system of a Corvette and the sounds and the feeling of a C8 with all-wheel drive, it's going to be an absolute game changer. And like, that would be the one I would want. That would be the Corvette model that I would truly want to own and buy for myself. It's going to bring the Corvette into the shop here. My client's going to be here probably around like 11:30ish, 11:30, 12. This is the second one, like I said earlier, so he knows the car inside out. The main difference with this one is he wanted a, can't get my foot in. He wanted a convertible rather than a coupe, because he wants the ability to put the top up and down, you know, at will, whenever he wants. A lot of times what he says, he drives into New York, he drives into Brooklyn, he takes the car around, and he would like to take the top off as he gets into the city, but he doesn't want the top off when he's driving down the highway, you know? So with the convertible, he doesn't have to worry about getting in, getting out, anything like that. He can just pull a button. There we go. Pretty cool mechanism. Of course, being a hardtop convertible is awesome compared to the ragtops of the past. Everything's going to tuck in, close up, and give you a real super slick, clean finish when that top is down. And it's as easy as that. What did that take? Maybe 19 seconds or so, maybe a little bit less. And you can put the top down up to 30 miles per hour. So while you're driving, you can press that button inside the vehicle and you can either drop the top or put the top back up while you're driving down the road. Maybe you're approaching a red light or something like that. So definitely a nice system on these new C8s. This is a 1LT, so nothing really as far as additions. The only thing the customer did add for $595 is the low profile spoiler here in the back and the front splitter along the bottom. Those are the only two options that this car has. MSRP $73,690. Dave B speaking, how can I help you? Yes. It's a used one, so it's our 2019. So do you have the stock number? 30134, that's the one, XA. Yes, that is our 2019 Chevy Suburban LT. That is here, it is available. Did you want to come down and check it out today? Maybe today, maybe Monday. Okay, well, let me just do this. Let me jot your name and number down. If you want to come down, we're here. I know you can't give me a direct time at the moment, but if for some reason it sells or something like that, I will give you a call back just to kind of give you a courtesy to let you know. First name is John. Okay. And your phone number? Okay. Okay, great. Well, all I can ask is when you come in, when you see the receptionist, when you walk in the front door, just ask for Dave B. All right, thank you. Bye. That like 45 seconds you just watched was basically a reenactment. And what I want to talk about is I want to talk about my last video, right? Great feedback in the comments. I truly appreciate all the input that people gave in the situation of Ed taking a phone call, basically having a customer come in, ask for him, and then him not being here, me helping with that customer and trying to sell that Chevy Equinox. As you can see here, Eddie and I are actually working today. We're following up still. We're just leaving messages. Customers not answering back. Apparently the other vehicle the woman was looking at was a Volvo. So she was comparing an Equinox to a Volvo, and she was coming out of a BMW. So our assumption, because they're not calling us back, is that this is probably a situation where the woman liked the Volvo better, which it is what it is. It's her preference, it's her money, it's her car for her herself to buy. Now, getting back to the situation at hand, I agree with most comments. It should be a 50-50 split. That's pretty much how we work here, right? The customer did come in and ask for Ed, which means he had a tie to that customer. Now, just because he had a tie to that customer from a phone call, which we just saw would take maybe 45 seconds to a minute to set up an appointment, it's not a deal yet. Until the customer comes in, sees the vehicle, drives the vehicle, deals with a salesperson, experiences what the dealership is all about, to the point that they decide, yes, I will hand you my money and I will purchase this vehicle. It's not a deal. It's not a deal until then. So there's nothing about greed. It wasn't me trying to snake a deal away from Ed. This was just an appointment. It was something that would normally happen in here, in a business development office or a BDC. In a business development center, what those folks generally do at work there is they set appointments, and they'll get paid on those appointments if those appointments show. A salesperson then takes over and they basically sell the vehicle and do all the work of a salesman, and that's why they earn the commission. Now, currently we don't have a BDC staff, so all the salespeople are essentially doing the BDC work and they're also doing the sales work. And it's gotten a little tough in little situations because personally for myself, the reason I tried to close that deal that day was because I know myself. I know basically, yes, Ed took the customer phone call, Ed made the initial appointment, which was an open appointment. It's not like it was a specific time, because if it was for a specific time, he would have been here on his day off to take care of this. This was an appointment where someone was like, yeah, maybe I'll stop by, I'll send my wife to take a look at it. So it's nothing set in stone. So when she came in and looked at the car, in my opinion, I want to sell that car that day. I'm going to split it with Ed. He's going to get half a deal. I'm going to get half a deal. Now on the side, Eddie and I will work it out, because a lot of times we don't want half a deal, half a commission. He'll let me have the whole unit, the whole deal, and I'll pay him his half the commission out of my own pocket. A lot of times we like to work it that way instead. This way you're not losing half a unit, you can just keep the whole unit. In some cases, you need a half a unit to hit a tier, at which point you want that. Again, those are all solved on like a case-by-case basis between the salespeople. And fortunately for us, we pretty much all get along very well. We've all been working together for a very long time. Now, that being said, if I didn't sell the vehicle, basically what I would do is what I did the next day. On Friday morning, I came in, I sat down with Ed. I said, hey, Ed, listen, your customer you talked to on the phone, his wife came down, we looked at the car, we demoed the car, and they're going to think about it. They're looking at another vehicle, so we just have to do our normal follow-up. You want to follow up with them, or do you want me to follow up with her since I met her? So we discussed it. He said, well, I've been texting with him. Let me text him, see what she thought. So I said, all right, great. You went with the follow-up, and Ned's reply was, yeah, and whoever sells it, whatever happens, we'll split it 50-50. So we handle this exactly the way salespeople should handle this. In many stores, it may be a lot different. Sometimes if you get your name tied to something, you automatically assume that you deserve part of that. But like for me personally, if I take information over the phone and I spent less than a minute talking to someone and that person comes in and maybe they don't ask for me or it's my day off, like I don't necessarily think I deserve half a deal, and to take half a deal away from somebody else because of that. These things go back and forth. Where you pick up a little half a unit or you pick up half a deal from someone in one case, you're going to lose it in another case. So, karma comes back to you. Do the right thing. Be open with your salespeople. Work together, between you and your salespeople, your fellow salespeople, to come up with a solution that works best for both of you based on each situation and how much effort and work you put into that customer. Corvette client just called. They cannot make it today. Something came up, so they're going to pick it up Monday, which means we're going to park it here in our little service showroom delivery bay. We'll put the top back up, and it's all cleaned and ready to go. It's gassed, so now all we have to do is paperwork on Monday, and they can physically take delivery. This video just came complete full circle. We just sold the Chevrolet Equinox RS, but it's actually a funny situation because it's exactly what we were talking about, and it was something that I'm actually guilty of in this situation. Customers came in, they asked for me, is Dave B here? Obviously I'm here, so I say hello, we start chit-chatting, they say, you know, we were here in the past, we were looking at some cars, and our lease is now up. We extended it, but the extension's over. We need to set something up in a new car. We're looking at either an Equinox or a Blazer. So I ask them what their phone number is to put their number in the system. This way I can look up their account. And she stops me. She goes, oh, well, actually, you know, we were here. It was late one day, and you spent like 30 minutes with us out on the lot, talking about the cars, going over everything, showing us stuff, but we never got inside. So we didn't do nothing with the computer, but here's my license. So she gives me her license. I start inputting everything in the computer, and I think to myself, wow, this is a funny situation, because I didn't have them entered in the computer system, obviously, because they never made it into the showroom. We were just out on the lot looking at vehicles. The quick thought I had in my mind was, I wonder if they didn't ask for me, obviously there would be no record of me knowing. Or two, if they did ask for me and I wasn't here, would I have ever found out from the other salesperson that helped them? I'd like to think that I would, because of everything we discussed in this video and how we work together so well. In any event, we came outside, we looked at some cars. My customer fell in love with this RS white Chevy Equinox. They decided to buy it. It has a stop sale on it, something about wheelhouse liners. So I gotta find that out on Monday, see if we can fix it, if we had the parts, whatever the situation may be. But we got ourselves a car deal. We got a video we're gonna upload that you'll be watching a little bit later today on Saturday. Successful day at the dealership.